Booktube, hello Yarntube, hello YouTube. Welcome to Wednesday, the 1st of November. So here we are. It is, as I say, Wednesday. It is 9:25 in the morning and this is the start of my vlogging month. Woohoo! So the idea is that I will produce a video or a vlog every day this month. So I'm filming this on Wednesday and I shall post it. I shall try and schedule it for tomorrow morning so that there is a video for you every morning should you care to come along and spend November with me. I'm going to call it Vlogember. I don't know if anybody else is doing this month. I shall have to have a look. Let me know if you know anybody else that's doing this kind of thing. So the reason behind this is I watched quite a few people's Vlogtobers and I really like it. I have watched other people's months where they've done it, like Vlogmas last year, and thinking ahead, and I just thought I'd really like to do that. I really would like to do that. I can't do it in December. It's just not going to be the right month. And I thought there are 1 or 2 days in this month and it would be really lovely to take you along with. There are going to be quite a few other quieter days, but I'm sure we'll find something that we can either chat about or, so it could be a book I'm reading at the moment or soft home knitting or just day-to-day stuff. So it would be lovely if you come and spend the month with me and you can tell me what you're doing and we can generally have a lovely time together. I'm hoping it'll brighten up our November. I find November a bit of a funny month. It's a month of anniversaries for me. October and November is a tricky month. Tricky months for that kind of stuff. So today is a particularly tricky day and it did brighten me to know that I was going to be talking to you today. So thank you already for spreading some joy. You didn't even know you were doing it, but just knowing that you're there made me feel a bit happier this morning. So thank you for that. So this Monday, Benedict and I went to London because he had it's a teacher training day. So the school was closed. So I managed to get tickets to the Science Museum and an exhibition, an interactive gaming exhibition where there were 180 consoles and you booked tickets. And then we had the morning ticket. And he was able to go and play on all the old video games. So they had Pong and they had Pac-Man and they had Super Mario Brothers 64 and Sonic, the most lurid Sonic games I've ever played. And there were also Minecraft and Street Fighter and all of those games. But there were some brilliant old games and Benedict absolutely loves Mario and Minecraft and has done since he was about 3 or 4. So to him it's such a passion for him. So it was a wonderful day.
Yeah, I'm recording you.
Yay!
What is it you're playing?
Sonic something with the dream card.
Yay!
Oh, I think I'm dead.
How you dead?
And it was fun going up in London on the train and everything like that. So that was lovely. And then yesterday, of course, was the joy of Halloween. It was going to be tricky because Benedict has drama and we had panto rehearsal and we had to fit in a little bit of Halloween in between. So he didn't go out trick-or-treating. What we did was we dressed him up as the Grim Reaper and he opened the door to all the trick-or-treaters. We had some rolling smoke to come out. We were supposed to have a spooky light, but our friends actually got that, so we couldn't use that. But we had rolling smoke. So it was the idea was that as the door opened, he would be there as the Grim Reaper, ready to harvest your soul. What happened was, though, he was just incredibly polite. So he'd go, hello. So I have a clip as to what it was like to be when you opened the door yesterday.
Trick or treat!
Okay. Oh no, door was open. Hello.
Trick or treat!
Trick or treat. Take your candle.
Ooh, lovely. Have one of those. Thanks.
Give me your soul. Oh, candy.
Okay.
You.
Seems wrong that you should take it off me.
You can have one.
Thanks.
You can literally.
So as you can see, he wasn't the scariest Grim Reaper, but he was the nicest Grim Reaper we've ever known. He did take my candy off me though, but we had so much left. I took it to the panto rehearsals, which went down a storm actually. There were all these middle-aged people, some young uns, but mainly middle-aged people, chomping on Milky Ways and Maltesers. So that was very nice. And that was it. That was it. So I'm going to start my day. I'm going to have my little breakfast here, and then I will do some housework. But otherwise than that, it's going to be quiet. Well, there we go. I've done as much of the housework as I'm going to do today. There is, of course, many, many, many jobs that I could carry on and do, but I'm not going to do it today. I've done enough. It looks much better. I've cleared up the vomiting pumpkin from yesterday. I removed the pumpkin last night and brought it in, and it kind of collapsed in on itself, so that was fine. And then because it was dark, I didn't do anything else. And then when I was taking Benedict to school this morning, you could see it, and it just looked like somebody had come and been very ill by our front door. So I cleaned all that up and generally cleaned around. It is now at that state where I can sit and I can do things for the rest of the day and not feel like I can't concentrate. I don't know if you're like me, that I can't concentrate if there's mess. If it's not clean and tidy, I can't concentrate. So I have to have it shipshape and Bristol fashion, quite frankly. There was a cat behind me, but she's wandered off. So I am going to nip out to the supermarket. I wasn't planning on going today, but I was looking on Instagram this morning. Hello to everybody that's on Instagram. And one of my chums had posted a most gorgeous picture of her smoothie this morning. And I haven't had a smoothie in ages. And I wasn't planning on going to the supermarket, but I was like, oh, I need to do that. And I think it looks like it was a blueberry or a blackberry, or it definitely had that kind of purple of a frozen berry in there. So I think I shall get myself the ingredients and do that as part of my lunch. And I think that's probably quite good actually, a quick antioxidant boost for the day. So I think that's what we'll do, and I'll get Benedict's Beano because it's Wednesday. It comes out on a Wednesday, so I shall get that. So cheers everyone, I have made myself a nice smoothie. Absolutely lovely. And I've made myself enough to have either myself or the husband can have later. Husband might like it when he comes home from work. Anyway, when I was at the supermarket, it's not the supermarket I regularly shop at. It's the one closest to us, but I don't regularly go there. But it's the one that has the blind date with a book, which is backwards for you at the moment, I think. So it's Inheritance, and this one says Inheritance Romanovs, Secret Diary, Revolution, Love Lost. And I thought I thought I would give it a go. Now, there were some good ones and they'd stocked up because last time it was all a bit, there weren't that many there. But I just thought to celebrate today, to celebrate the fact that it is the first day of Vlogember and that we're going to spend a month together, I now can't get into this book. Yes, I can. Bit of perseverance and I got it. So there we are. Inheritance, Romanov's Secret Diary, a Revolution, Love Lost. So we know it's probably part of the Pan Macmillan. To me, I don't think I've read anything like that. That's always my worry. That it's going to be a book I've read. And oh no, it isn't. Ooh, this is by Avon, and it's Jill Paul, The Secret Wife. I've not even heard of this. Perfect for fans of Kate Morton. She's the one that always does things connected with a big manor house. I've read, is it The Secret Garden or something like that? I have read one of hers. My mum loved her. So yes. And Dinah Jeffries. Who is Dinah Jeffries? But she's a fan of this anyway. So a Russian Grand Duchess and an English journalist linked by one of the world's great mysteries. And is this about... Oh, Grand Duchess Tatiana has fallen in love with cavalry officer Dmitri. But events take a catastrophic turn, placing their romance and their lives in danger. Ooh. So yes, 2 time zones, 1914, excuse me. Time periods rather than time zones. 1914 and 2016. I'm surprised she didn't do 2014. That would have been even better. And you get a little bookmark with it, so that's quite cool, isn't it? So yeah, so Jill, I'm going to call her Jill Paul, is a Scottish-born, London-based writer of historical fiction and non-fiction. So this isn't her first. So have you read any? Women and Children First, The Affair, No Place for a Lady. So is this? It's a wonderful story of love, romance, and bravery. Well, how nice is that? That actually sounds really quite nice. So I shall give this a go at some point. So I'm very pleased with that. So there we are. New book. New book. They're good, those, aren't they? I like it. I like it. Here we are, it's towards the end of the day. All the lights are on. I've uploaded all the other videos to the computer and I'm just going to record this and upload this and then try and finish off the first November blog. Actually I said it's Vlogember. My first day, ready to go up tomorrow. I didn't get some of the stuff that I really wanted to get done. So I wanted to sit down with the computer and go through and reread all the comments for the last couple of videos, and then start on the question and answer video, planning that. So I suspect that's going to have to be tomorrow now, which is a shame, but I've got to nip into Cambridge first thing in the morning. So it's 5 o'clock now. We've had quiet time since we got back. Benedict is now playing on the computer for another half an hour. And I'm just going to sit here after I've uploaded this. I'm going to sit here and read my book. And I am finishing off this today, hopefully. So I have got... I'm on page 332 and there's 404 pages, so 72 pages. So I should be able to finish that today. So I should be able to knock out a good chunk of that sitting here now. My Mr. Mercedes by Stephen King. So the first in the Bill Hodges trilogy. So there we go. That's the first one. I've really enjoyed it. It's a typical Stephen King in some ways. It doesn't have the pure horror that I was expecting, but it still has horrifying characters, and it is Stephen King. I mean, if it was packaged to somebody else, I would still know it's Stephen King, having read so many. It's familiar. It's so familiar to me. So it's actually felt very comfortable reading it because it's such a familiar. When you know an author that well, when you've read so many of his works, you just know them, don't you? Just know them. So there we are. So it's a lovely cover. I do love the cover, and it's such a good one when you read it. It makes sense. So I shall finish this. I don't think it's a classic in the Stephen King ways, and it being a thriller rather than a horror thriller has been interesting, because I'm used to my Stephen Kings being more horrifying. But then there are some, aren't there, like Rose Madder and that kind of stuff. They're not really horror. So yeah, so I shall finish this, and then at some point I will pick up Finders Keepers, which is the second one. But I think I shall leave that a couple of months before I get in that. So I want to finish this today so that I can start non-fiction November tomorrow. So I won't pick my book until we are together again, and you can help me pick it. I also need to pick some wool tomorrow. So it's going to be both yarn and book day tomorrow. So that'll be good. So there we are. It's been lovely. It's been lovely, YouTube. And I look forward to seeing you again tomorrow. Bye.